Welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. So in my last video, I didn't sound as sick. I'm still sick. I actually lost my voice, dating this video. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I got my voice back at the end of Saturday, and I am, other than being a little stuffed up, I'm more or less back to normal. I'm sorry videos are late. You didn't get your second video on Saturday. I was sick of shit. It sucked. Now I have to remember what the fuck I was doing. Alright, so, shit, right, I have a log. Alright, so I have to return to Coyote, who is right there. Talk to her. Yo, Coyote. I found, did Sam have a sister? Coyote's eyebrows furrow. Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. It sounded like I can't do voices today, so I'm just gonna be reading off the text. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Your comlink chips, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Guerrier. He is smiling. It must be about money. Officer, what a pleasure it is to hear from you. The officer says, yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper's got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down at the docks. You owe me for this one. You there now? Put it on my tab, man. You there now? Better get here quick before McClutzy arrives. Coyote's like, another Ripper murder victim? Where? The docks. I gotta check out, chick. Coyote says, okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister Jessica. She might be able to help us. Alright, thanks for that. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Alright, let's get going. To the docks, right? Take the cab to the NSTB warehouse. You got it. Let's go. Yeah, sorry if my voice sounds slightly annoying. Again, I am slightly sick. I am very sick. Alright, let's head out, y'all. To the cab. Alexander, yeah, Sea Docks. I apologize for not responding to your message on, YouTube. I couldn't. I tried on 3 different computers. It wouldn't let me submit the message. Either something's fucked up with my Google+. But I wanted to mention that I bought this, I may have mentioned it before. I bought this game as part of a Humble Bundle. So, I should read this text. The South Seattle Docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area, grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wood pallets, repurposed to make makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down street. Disruptorable is the district's middle name. Your destination? The National Transportation Safety Board warehouse is located on the small strip dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Shit. So I was saying, I bought this as part of a Humble Bundle, and I also have Dragonfall and Boston Lockdown, so I'll probably play those at some point. Maybe after I play Magicka 2, because Magicka 2 doesn't seem like it's gonna be that long of a game. Alright, so, can I talk to any of y'all? Streetwalker. Yo, chick. Streetwalker. Hey, good looking? You looking for a good time? Do you know anything about the NTSB? Streetwalker says, yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Alright, thanks, Chica. Alright, so I gotta go there. Alright, go check out this place first. Though it doesn't look like there's much to check out. Yeah, I can't really go anywhere. Alright, let's see if they'll let me in. Yo, sup, dog? Halt. The Lone Star Guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? I knew security etiquette would come in very well here. I wonder if all the other, like, etiquettes, are really good. Officer Guru called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security, or if they were let in. Lone Star Guard. Of course, I'll open the gate. Guru is inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Got some questions to ask. Get out of here. Alright, fuck it, fine. Fuck you. Anything around here? Just want to check out the place a bit. You know, anything I can pick up. Any spare cash. Oh, shit. Yeah. Always look for loot, kids. Always look for loot. Grenade. Yeah, let's send that grenade. I haven't really used grenades. I should utilize them more since I have a lot of shit in my stash at this point. Phosphorus grenade. Anything up there? No. Anything down there? Alright. I guess that's it around here. So let's go in. I am ninja. Yep. So yeah, I will play those. The linearity of this game doesn't bother me that much because I don't know any shit about Shadowrun, so. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. Top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. It rhymed. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you got a job to do. Damn right I got a job to do. Yo, officer. Oh god, it's not Kluxky, is it? No, alright. What are we looking at here? Took your sweet time, didn't you? He says. You know traffic these days. Fill me in. Officer says, Officer A. I'm going to call him A because I can't pronounce his name for shit. Officer A says, we had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this not might me a Ripper murder victor after. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from planes crashes to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of the highest priority investigations at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicates he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't really make good criminals. Officer A says, tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up this court master's involvement and try to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. I'm gonna talk to the folks first. Yo, Dresden, what's up, my man? Dresden, what? Surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer A tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him back at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise, we got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. Can you tell me about the victim? Dresden says, the victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Dresden says, cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from the body after death. Several? That's weird. The Ripper only usually takes one. Quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, the organs are gone. I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Dresden says, well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is Mr. McClutsy getting closer to a suspect? Dresden says, McClutsy couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. And how's Officer A doing on the case, man? He seems like a real go-getter. Officer A would love to solve it before McClutsy and get his Go Detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McClutsy suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuits of justice. Did you take the money? Dresden grins ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think A's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. That's true. I mean, chopped body parts are probably cost pretty a lot much. So it sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lung. Any theories? Sorry, says Dresden, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage to in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants. Which is interesting, since the other victim's missing heart was also a transplant. So this guy's taking transplants. Dresden says, granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. Dresden says, there is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our branch managers handled the other two. If I were to find out more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you more. And the chick across the way, who's she, man? No clue, she just showed up. Next of kin, I think. Alright, I'll take a look around. Good luck out here. I like you, man. I hope you don't stab me in the back. That would suck. Shannon Halfsky. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Shannon Halfsky says, yes, my older brother. I asked Bear to help me speak to him. You're a shaman. She shakes her head and looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. She says, I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman. She says, yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, maybe I might be delivered justice and allow my spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? She says, not as far as I can tell, not among the living anyway. Realization dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. She says, but my brother's spirit may not have been alone here tonight. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. She says, yes, there are others, other spirits who may be able to help. Her features harden in frustration as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? The warehouse contains spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they might have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them? I'll do what I can. Alright. So, let's go check out the computer first. And find objects, maybe. Alright, let's see what we got here. What's in this locker? This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Let's inspect a toothbrush. The toothbrush is being wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end. And when you take it, it's a little shelf. Your heart thumps in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Alright, let's leave the locker. Cool, so we got a comb. Let's check out this computer. See if there's anything else we can touch here. Why are these things, like, glowing? Alright. The researchers' work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the lone cyber. Alright, let's read number 95. Computer. Case 95. Federated Boeing jetliner IDN 2305. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in the mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m. the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in negative values. 2:49 the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear plane. 2:54 the pilot cannot be contacted or located by plane steward. The co-pilot radios in mayday. The plane crashes in an empty field in western Dakota, North Dakota. 96. Pratt and Whitney unmanned. IDN 327. Ares. Redacted. 94. This file is corrupted. Private notes. Incriminating data. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and I remember how to pronounce this. Soik nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Ranraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. I downloaded it. Alright, cool. So we found one thing. I'll come back to you, man. Let's look in the toiletries. You don't need to go right now. Old poster depicts a Soviet woman with a rifle. Somebody was into their jacking off material. Can I get in there? I think I have to go through here. Alright, let's look for these items. So we got the comb. I wonder if that shaman's gonna join me on my journey at some point. Alright, so I got the run of the place, which is sweet. Can't go there. What's this? It's that pile of junk right there. There's a loud pile of shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. It could be discarded luggage or possibly shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Let's dig through the pile. Find that thing interesting. Alright. I can't go through there. There's some stuff over there. I'm so glad this this place lets me like do stuff. It's hard to say whether this pile of items, this is a heap of items refused, recovered, or crate or trash. Let's dig through it. A sticky substance of sorts seems to seep through the trash pile. Your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. An earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch the surface. It must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Let's take a look at the lunchbox. It's a dented lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the grinning troll on the front. Cred stick. I got 200. Sweet. Alright, I can't go in there. Can I go in? Because it looks like I can go in there. Somehow. Alright, let's go back to the shaman and see what she can gather. Miss Half Sky, I got some stuff for you that you could use. Come on, take a look at it. You got an earring and comb. Half Sky, it feels as though you found enough objects. Yep, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over for a time. When her eyes open, they are filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... Oh, shit. Mr. Cluxy. What the hell is this? Oh, fuck me. Officer A trails after detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. She... Mr. McCluxy. This is a crime scene, officer, not some sailless drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? McCluxy. Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Half Sky says, come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I regret or worse. Something I'd enjoy. Asshole. Shannon says, that man's an ass. She glares daggers and McCluskey across the warehouse. Yeah, he kinda is an ass. But there's no helping it now. I should be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods crated everything off. Can we summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Not looking good now. Do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking entering, perhaps, under the cover of darkness. You sure you're up for it? If it means that your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we probably should enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going on a limb and say you know where to find kinds of people we need. I'm just gonna smile. Good, I'll put the money up if you find the bodies. She produced a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts counting it out, and shoves the wad towards you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Alright. Let's go back to the Union and hire some bodies.